Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com, coming to you from the Campbell's Custom Care Studio.
Well, we can't thank you enough for the positive feedback, comments, and questions we're getting about the AMSOIL Tech Tip. So this one's for you. We got 3 more questions, Len, and man, who better to answer it than an expert? Len Chris from Burbank, California. He says, can I mix synthetic oil with conventional oil? I get that all the time.
Yeah, we get that one as well. And at the end of the day, if it's an emergency and it's to get you out of someplace, yes, you can do it. It won't create catastrophic damage, but we don't recommend it. We build synthetic oil with a very, very fine blend of additives and base oils. And when you throw a conventional in there, which is built completely differently, you can throw that mix all off and the longevity of the oil can be compromised.
Man, now I can answer that question, thanks. How about Bruno from Elmhurst, Illinois? The prior owner ran synthetic oil and I am now running conventional oil. Kind of what you just said. Is that safe?
You know what? It won't create catastrophic damage. There's no problems with that. There's a myth out there that says once you go to synthetic, you can never go back. That isn't true. The engine doesn't know the difference. As long as you're not mixing the two together, there's no issues. You can switch back and forth between synthetic and conventional.
All right, one more question. Ryan from Boise, Idaho. I was told that synthetic oil can cause my engine to leak oil. Is that true? Well, I don't know the answer to that one.
Well, is it the fault of the synthetic? No. However, in order to answer that properly, we have to be completely honest. Synthetic oil has a natural detergency. So if you have an engine that has a pile of miles on it, and you put a synthetic in there, in certain situations that synthetic can go in there and clean all the dirt out that's actually holding the oil in with a compromised seal, right? Hence, high mileage oil. We put in seal conditioner, seal swell agents to help when it cleans it all out, the seal soften and swell, you don't have any leaks. So it's kind of an interesting question because synthetics get a bad rap. Do they cause it? Not really.
Awesome. Man, it's hard to believe it's been 52 tech tips. Thank you guys for the feedback. If you missed any of them, check them out on AMSOIL.com along with a whole line of awesome products.
Time for our PaintedAutoParts.com Motorhead of the Week. Now take a look at this photo. See the guy in the background there? That's Mike Raddick. You might remember he was our Motorhead of the Week a couple weeks ago. Mike is a policeman who also races cars. Well, he recommended that we talk to his buddy there, John Nemistil. John is an Ohio State Trooper and a driving instructor for the Highway Patrol there in Ohio. He's one of the best at what he does, by the way, and he's been awarded the Ohio Trooper of the Year, among other honors. And he's one of the best on the racetrack also. John is an autocross champion, and he's stellar on road courses. And just like at work, he's also an instructor on the racetrack, sharing his knowledge with other racers. And that's knowledge and passion he is passing on to his sons. John races karts with 10-year-old Nolan and 8-year-old Troy, and those boys are learning from one of the best. And we dug up a couple of social media posts from UMI Motorsports Park, and this is how they summed it up. They said, John Nemistil can do it all, and John Nemistil wins stuff. Boy, that's what he does. And now he has won the title of PaintedAutoParts.com Motorhead of the Week. That title can be yours too. All you have to do is send us a note at motorheadgarage.tv. Tell us why you or someone you know should be Motorhead of the Week. Heck, do it during the break. We've got one coming right now, but we've got a whole lot more. Motorhead Garage presented by DragonfireTools.com coming up, so stay tuned.
Massachusetts and Missouri were the first states to require driver's licenses way back in 1903. But it wasn't necessary for drivers to actually take a test. Which state was the first to require both an exam and a license for all drivers? Ohio, Indiana, New Jersey, or Rhode Island? It was Rhode Island in 1908. Coincidentally, the same year the Model T made its debut.